There we go. Alright. I am now getting ready to do the next part of my Let's Play of this game. And we'll be starting this in a few moments. So just give me a moment to get everything ready. Excuse me. Like I said, guys, we'll be starting in just a little bit here. I am just getting everything ready here. Okay. Okay, almost ready. Okay. Now that everything is all set and ready to go, let's go ahead and get this video underway. Good evening, everybody. This is Xenonite XC6, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. I know it's been a little bit of a while since the last video. Been about a couple weeks since the last one. But we're now back to continue on with Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. So we're now continuing on with the next part of my Let's Play of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. This is part number 17 of this Let's Play. And so in the last part, in a bit of a crazy one, we did the 5th class trial to find out who was the one that killed Nagito Komeda, the ultimate lucky student. And we found out that the traitor and the killer that was behind it all, based on Nagito's luck, was the ultimate gamer herself, Chiaki Nanami, who we found out was not only the killer, but was the traitor sent by the Future Foundation. The island's timer also ran out, and of course, everything is now becoming glitchy. Then we also did a little bit of Chapter 0, where Nagito was talking with someone on the ship. And apparently, there was a lot of crazy things that went down there. Alright, so this is it. In this part, we are going to be doing the final Chapter. We're going to be starting the 6th and final chapter of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. So this is it. This is the last chapter. Only one more chapter is left before we are done with the main story of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. So, let's go ahead and get this started. Huh? What is this? Oh, look, it's another door. I wonder where this leads to this time. It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is there a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Inside the door. Oh, there's a hidden Monokuma. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground. But then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? Oh dear.
Ahem, ahem. Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, welcome to Hope Speak Academy. But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Alright, first things first.
No.
Ooh. Alright. So... let's see. What is this? In a normal classroom there would be a window, but instead, there's this iron plate bolted here. When I tried knocking on it with my fist... looks like it's pretty thick, and it looks like it's a pretty thick iron plate. Is this to keep us trapped? What the heck? This place where iron plates are covering the windows inside the classrooms. Is it really Hope Speak Academy? Okay, let's also check how our pet's doing right now. Okay. This clock doesn't have any hands. A clock without hands is meaningless. Why would something like this be in a classroom? Does this monitor serve the same purpose as the monitors on the island? If so, this would be under Monokuma's supervision, right? Is this place really Hope Speak Academy? Damn it, what's going on? Oh, we're about to find out soon, Hajime. No, just make sure. Since we got hidden Monokumas to find, there should be at least 5 more left to find, but, well, we already found one of the 5, so that means we have 4 left. Let's go for the door. Leave here? Yes. Old building, first floor. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope Speak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the fun house. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go, and definitely clear things up. Look at that. There's that big red door that led to the trial grounds. gymnasium is here, right?
Alright, I'm going inside.
Somebody might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I brace myself and cautiously open the door. Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement and came here too?
You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Speak Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible.
Hello! How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
Why, you.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
Oh, what a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope Speak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway?
What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool. I don't believe it.
Oh, it's Minimaru.
But of course, it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for.
What do you mean?
I don't like that.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope Speak Academy, and you didn't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh, well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
Someone?
Don't fuck with me.
Enough of this bullcrap. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you punk?
Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words...
It means I made this Hope Speak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin.
What do you mean between?
Hey.
What do you mean, mate?
What's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblings that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment.
Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way.
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So...
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
Huh?
We're obviously going to get out. There's no way we stay here.
That's what?
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No.
Can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet.
Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world.
What do you mean?
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research around Hope Speak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is going to hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip.
And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Like he kept insisting that this place is Hope Speak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope Speak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope Speak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island.
wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this.
What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope Speak Academy? This is the Hope Speak Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope Speak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I
wanted to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope Speak Academy that you couldn't even see that? Gah. You're just some nobody from the reserved course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all.
If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen?
Huh?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing.
I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as they don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey.
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right?
If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit. Which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So, they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma?
However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they may not just be allies.
Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own.
Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help.
So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, it's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? Not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
Alright!
Alright, I'm gonna do it!
Prepare yourself.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Hope Speak Academy. About ourselves.
Ah.
I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can't just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave. This island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes! He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope Speak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own, whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never chose to stay on this island.
Hey!
So, what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird Bud building?
Even so.
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building.
Well, I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey! You're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine.
There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
All right.
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stop at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez, you're
Akane
pathetic.
already took off on her own. Might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later.
With those brief words, Kuihiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh, my.
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia! Please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone! Oh my goodness, Katsuichi! Katsuichi chased after Sonia, as usual, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too.
Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening.
For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home.
Alright, so this is it. We're at the final investigation. Oh, look at that. There's another hidden Monokuma.
I knew you could do it.
Yes, because I found you. I found you. Okay, so there's nothing else to scan here. Old building, 5th floor.
Huh?
That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but
It's clearly different.
is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again?
I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent.
But I'm not going to fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Alright. Let's go talk to Sonia. This hallway. There's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Sure, because there's should be only 3 hidden Monokumas left that we still gotta find. Okay, let's just head to the dojo. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of the building to make sense. It's armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect the Japanese dojo? This cherry tree is in full bloom. It may be a tasteful sight to see a blooming cherry tree inside a dojo.
But in this situation, it just looks bizarre.
That target seems pretty far away. If the production team had more time, there could have been a minigame here. Wait, what am I saying? Hajime, bring in the 4th wall! Stop it! There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional-looking wood lock key stacking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue.
for Morons. A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. Wow, Monokuma. Manga for morons? Oh my goodness. That's mean, Monokuma. That is so mean. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this?
Ooh, let's start with history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the first best way to learn about history. That's what the first. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person.
So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine. I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent to create Hope's Peak Academy's Ernest Wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, 3 phrases mentioned at the end of this manga: the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These scenes are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it would just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those reserve corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
The thing that's weird is you, of course.
Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school-life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too.
What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have waited to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly steal those memories yourself.
Huh?
You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though.
Are you saying it's my fault I forgot that... question mark and an exclamation point. What am I just doing? Runoffs. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
Things get inconvenient. You always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student.
Damn it, what the heck? Reserve department has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. Let me take one final look around here just in case if I didn't miss a hit.
This is a surveillance camera. Why would there be a surveillance camera inside the school?
I wonder, does this have the same purpose as the surveillance cameras on Jabberwock Island? If so, who's watching us? Is it whoever's controlling Monokuma? Okay, well, let's say there's no hidden Monokuma here. Wait, hang on. I'm just making sure, double checking, just to make sure. Okay, let's see here. Now to continue my search of seeing if there's a hidden Monokuma somewhere. Oh, there's Kazuichi.
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something.
Sonya mentioned something about that too, Kazuichi. So... here either. From what I'm seeing, okay, but there is another book. Is this another manga? It's lying on top of the desk.
This one is
Manga for Morons. Again with that title. The Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy, huh?
Wasn't the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy mentioned in that upper manga too?
It's why Hope Speak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history.
If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident?
I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy occurred at Hope Speak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope Speak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope Speak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of reserved core students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hope Speak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited, Danganronpa /0. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga.
Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope Speak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the Ultimate Hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off.
But Ultimate Hope...
Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here.
What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents.
I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department.
That's right, the reserve department. Here it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising.
Then what about me? Was I a participant too?
No, it's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that.
Tragedy of Hope Speak has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who is this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that?
This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up.
Alright, let's check around here before we move on. Okay. Excuse me. Biolab.
What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here.
It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death.
I should hurry up and investigate so we can get out of here already.
I've been found.
Okay, that's number 3.
This looks like a plastic tarp.
Why is this left out like this? Clean up after yourselves, will you?
I've seen these events in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies.
At least it's what it looks like. But that's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. It just feels so forced. This idea should have been canceled during development or something.
What am I thinking?
There's another manga just lying around here. This time the title is Manga for it's Sanjime Nato.
Manga for morons. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really all about? Might turn out to be something lame.
I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. A story about creepily drawn characters who gets involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence.
The tragedy of Hope Speak Academy was simply the trigger.
At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon, the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Homespeak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Homespeak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga?
Whew.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy.
Enough! What is this messed up manga?
I thought you obviously know about such a horrible event that destroys the world, but for you not to remember that such despair, that's the Future Foundation's fault. But thanks to them stealing your school memories, the incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains.
This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you
How many
saying?
times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Terror.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to tell you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning.
Well, as that master, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jump-Walk Island or stay here.
He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope, just like now. Perhaps. No, that's definitely it. The tragedy has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Homespeak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Homespeak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings who are involved and connected to them as well? It's
no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here.
Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room.
Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death.
So where should I go next? And it looks like the other classroom is now available to go in. Okay, let's head inside here next. Classroom 5B. No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see it.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. I just couldn't help it. Are you pleasantly well? You're pleasantly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No,
Well,
no.
there's another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. See, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise! It's about ultimate despair.
Huh?
Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
A high school girl?
Yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima.
Junko Enoshima?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created the despair breathing with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some messed up organization created by a high school girl.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat? Then what was their purpose?
What?
Like I said, why did they cause that incident? Doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do what they did without any purpose.
hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair.
Huh?
For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima.
But what are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair. She's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other.
believers, making offerings to their God, like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko and Oshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do.
There's no way something that crazy is possible.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the reserve for students during the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy?
Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide.
Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students?
Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair? Junko and Oshima? It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko and Oshima is already dead. Huh?
Ultimate Despair has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. Reserve Department has been updated to your handbook. Check the Troop Bullets menu to review it.
Hey, Fudihiko, is it true what you said? Junko and Oshima is really dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life, in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the Killing School Life? Like the killings we were involved in. They were killings that happened at Hope Speak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko and Oshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko and Oshima is dead.
like,
It turns out that Killing School Life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Speak Academy and forced them to kill each other.
Former students of Hope Speak Academy, and she took away their memories, just like us. That's just like us.
Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel butt. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
oh,
Students of Hope Speak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up! But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko and Oshima failed. Junko lost to the student she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
bastard!
Junko and Oshima isn't alive anymore.
Then, who is our enemy? If Junko and Oshima is already dead, and the rest of the Ultimate Despair is behind this, are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that Killing School Life.
Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope Speak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake.
But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to something somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? Killing School Life has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Ultimate Despair has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullets menu to review it.
Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character out.
You're not making sense again.
Well, then.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Hey,
Killing School Life is about how former students of Hope Speak Academy had their memories taken away and were forced to kill each other. The surveillance cameras throughout the academy were filming it and broadcasting it worldwide. Students of Hope Speak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. But that messed up plan was a failure. Junko lost to the students of Hope Speak Academy and took her own life. That's why Junko no Shima is no longer in this world. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Regardless, the situation that we're in eerily resembles to killing school life. I'm assuming that someone is imitating what Junko did.
Junko Onoshima is already dead. Are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Were they brainwashed by Junko into carrying out her will? I mean, the killings were involved and resemble the killing school life that Junko caused.
What a surprise! Do you want to hear about the Ultimate Despairs again?
No, I don't really need you to.
hey,
Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days, it was actually a term they used to describe Junko Onoshima, the original Ultimate Despair.
He just started on his own.
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created despair, breathing with charm and humor. They created the Ultimate Despairs. With her characteristic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest...
Okay.
what?
Let me read the rest of what Hajime said because I skipped the line. Transcript.
It's fine. I know already. You don't have to keep explaining.
Huh? It's fine already? But I'm just getting to the good part.
Good part or not, I've already heard this from you before. Alright, one last check around here before we leave. And, yeah, there is no hidden Monokuma here. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen?
No, I've already decided that. I'm not going to be surprised.
That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Akani's switching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer.
Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Okay, before I continue, let me go ahead and save the game real quick, because we're almost at the 1 hour mark of this episode. Okay, let's see.
would there be a monument in a museum? Not just that. The mark engraved into the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right?
Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope Speak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation.
Huh?
The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy.
Aren't they known as World Enter? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up.
Future Foundation Origins has been added to the True Bullet section of every handbook. What is this? Words are floating in the air.
This is like a hologram, right?
The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Speak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope Speak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. But we don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Oshima relying on them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research faculty facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope Speak Academy? 15 students?
Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation. There were definitely 15 of us, but...
What does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world
isn't normal anymore. Maybe.
It's starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. The Academy Survivors has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
I guess that's all the clues in this room.
It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us.
No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly.
Monokuma. If he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Oshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island? Mentioned in the email. What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin.
There's no way that's a research facility.
If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here.
Somehow there are still so many mysteries.
Let me double check one more time here. Making sure that we found everything here. Okay. Let's see here. Analyze this guy. Teacher's Lounge. Oh, I see a hidden Monokuma.
This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it.
The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well... More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere.
How much longer is that guy going to be obsessed with Sonya? Give it up already! Yeah, give it up, Kazuichi. Alright, so we got one more hidden Monokuma left.
Huh? Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I found you. Excuse me.
Flowers. On top of the desk?
Plus, they look strange to me. Or my eyes just tired?
This is bad.
Have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. Damn it, I'm really worried. What if something happens to me when Miss Sonia isn't looking?
This guy is so useless sometimes. That's Luigi for you. Alright, let's first look at this next hologram. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Onoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Onoshima. As long as we do something about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of the shining future.
Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them?
It doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess it's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war,
There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily.
Remnants of Despair has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. There's something written on the blackboard.
What's written here?
List of subjects is written on the blackboard. In large letters, just below that
Are names I've seen before.
an extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall.
I feel like I've seen it before, but the name attached to the playing card says
Hope Speak Academy's founder, Izuru Kamakura?
the founder of Hope Speak Academy and this name, Izuru Kamakura.
Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier?
Damn it, another mystery.
The Academy's founder has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Sanoji is written there. What is this newspaper?
What is this?
It says, Miss Hyoko Sanoji. This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew, she was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hyoko we knew.
What does this mean?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something?
No, it says Hyoko Sanoji here.
Oh, then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name.
An older sister with the same first and last name?
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko.
But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Sanoji family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister. Then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko.
Huh?
Of course not.
But what are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curving body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt.
What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Well, regardless, all the clues they provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
But what the heck? This is the truth?
If this is the truth, then the Hyoko in this newspaper, is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there?
Huh?
This is bad.
If it said subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment?
If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under the list of subjects. What kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel.
List of subjects has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage.
Next stage.
Are we screwed?
That list of subjects seems really dangerous.
Hey!
Don't tell me all this killing is gonna have some psychotic conclusion like it's some experiment.
Excuse me. Okay, well, I guess we're done here. Damn it, not again! The hallway is different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last.
But how can he do that?
No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy.
Our pet is hatched. Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Floating windows. Excuse me. Floating windows is what I'm saying here. The rec room. Oh, this brings back memories. All craziness went down here. There's a billiards table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. There's a dartboard, but this is still a school, right? Or did Monokuma just randomly make up this place? There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computers, travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. Mahiro would have been happy to see this. Okay, there's a hologram and a file. Let's look at the hologram. This hologram again. What's this one say?
It looks like another email passage.
Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. Remnants of Despair has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullet section to review it. The Academy Survivors has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullet section to review it. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island?
Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse.
It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. It's a file with Hope Speak Academy's seal on it. It's a confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here?
Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma's responsible.
Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Speak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and eradicate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason.
The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope Speak Academy was behind something like that?
I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Hope Cultivation Plan has been added to the True Bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so it looks like there's no hidden Monokuma hidden here.
Looks like I'm in a different hallway again.
Pretty much used to it by now, but even so.
What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality.
And everything is upside down.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And there's some 8-bit music of the Danganronpa thing playing in the background. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Hajime, why are you upside down, dude? What are you... Look at you. Look at you. Oh, there's a Kane.
Smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Connie's switching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least it's what my gut is telling me.
Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally?
Let's see. My gut is feeling is...
They're both.
Yo,
He's right. They're both.
Both? What do you mean?
you.
I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all.
Well, that's true, I guess.
Okay. We still gotta find that last hit of Monokuma, because we should be about halfway through this investigation already. Let's head to the library.
This must be a library.
Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Let's see. Hey, Monokuma, where are you? hologram again. Must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails.
I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue.
To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The six of you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy. You survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope.
What does this mean?
This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi.
But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair?
Did he betray the Future Foundation? Email to Makoto Naegi has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Remnants of Despair has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullet section to review it. Let's see. Just making sure that it was everything. Okay, I guess there's nothing. Okay, we're still on the second floor. Let's see, where do we have, I think we have, yeah, we have Classroom 2B. Oh dear. Oh, the last Hidden Monokuma's here. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom?
I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room.
There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room.
No.
And that's it. We found all the hidden Monokumas in this chapter. Okay. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too.
Is this the next clue?
I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it.
Neo World Program.
This word Neo World, I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for the psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black.
Synthetic virtual world? Program?
A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts of trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. I scream breathing loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way you can accept this. I am starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flag more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you.
Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up.
Made up?
Including me too? Neo World Program has been added to the True Bullet section of your handbook.
Hiya!
Oh, great. We have a Monokuma feeder. Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip?
By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning?
From this point on, I promise a world that truly deserves to be called,
Gummy.
Boo-hoo. You guys are the only ones watching this
Who can save them?
The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Boo-hoo.
This hallway.
When we first arrived here, I walked down the hallway from the classroom to get to the gym.
I don't really see a resemblance, but... Oh my goodness. Look at all this.
Oh, there's Sonia.
Well?
Are you familiar with this placeable effect and the noticeable effect?
Huh?
The placeable effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the noticeable effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls all upper bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real.
Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh my.
Huh? I am not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? The placeable effect of a noticeable effect. Why do they feel the need to talk about that?
The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Boo!
Alright, let's head into 1B.
Is this floating?
That's impossible. There's no way something that big would be floating like this.
But what in the world is it?
And the moment I looked at that object, oh, it's Shihiro. Welcome to the Neo World Program.
A person? A floating person is talking to me? Who is it? No. Is this even a person in the first place?
I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me alter ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me.
It can talk? But what are you? Alter ego? Artificial intelligence program?
I am the master program behind the Neo World Program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building,
but I like the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing, and because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar.
Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first.
Damn it. It's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence.
Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program?
The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world as such. Only the data was collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry. I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program.
Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world.
Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world?
I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me?
Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place?
The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it's a program for creating hope.
A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right?
Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you've set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world.
Removing memories of any time period you set it to. So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories.
But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right?
That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope Speak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry.
Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us, but they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally?
I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only it was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this.
All these new worlds make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus?
Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors.
2 monitors?
Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they seem the same as everyone else.
What kind of authority does the teacher role have?
As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them.
If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed the world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. A neo-world program would have promised internal peace. But just like the outside world, it become a world filled with violence and death.
What is that virus?
I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like he was a grandmaster chess player. I just really tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience.
She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of the one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell it just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses his Alter Ego. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses the Alter Ego. If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating.
But how did that virus infect the Neo World program?
The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it.
Physically?
Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened.
It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility. But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Observers have been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Neo World Program has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullet section to review it.
But it's true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too.
A limit?
If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey!
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you.
If you better say something more. Supposing you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be bearable too.
The dysfunction based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the pentagram. Oh my goodness. Change the results by being cut off rapidly causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates in process with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation from the context invites your... And it's just saying death. Okay, begin. Huh? Okay, you don't have to keep saying that so many times. Okay, Monokuma, calm down. Oh my goodness. Okay, Monokuma's broken. Oh dear. He broke. What the heck? What just happened? Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I will return. So I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's go ahead and continue. And look at that. It looks like Makoto. I'll just use Makoto's voice.
You're right here, or right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right?
Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side.
I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time.
Huh?
The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it.
Force you watch it? And watch us?
I really wanted to save you right away. But because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope.
It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally?
Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say, and believe you're there listening to me. But first I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. It's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure if the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys.
Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us?
You've already seen the password into the graduation exam ground, right? You know 11037?
11037? That's the number we found at Nizumi Castle.
The doors in the ancient room was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I've been trusting that will do you all. I've been trusting into your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair, using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them.
Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma?
In a worst-case scenario, where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence.
Forced shutdown sequence?
Even the teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means, even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. In order to do that, I need to somehow get that number.
And Monokuma is saying death over and over and over again.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hatcherman, what was that weirdness just now?
Nothing really.
I see.
Anyway.
Oh, well, anyway, that's
Monokuma not notice what just happened?
It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here.
Hey, about that guy just now.
There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me.
I see, it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now.
You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best.
Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless, too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? 11037 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Shutdown sequence has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon you can use to defeat an enemy that you have no other way of beating. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. So do your best.
Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? Uh-oh, time's up.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy. See you soon.
Red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Okay, looks like we gotta go for the red door. Let's check in our pet real quick, see how our pet's doing. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Oh, look at this. Lots of numbers. Class Trial Ground 1. Huh? This place?
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is...
Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
We've been here before, right?
Yeah. This should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
Huh. It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something.
If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome!
So you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game! After after stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. This trial field actually inspired the one from before. So in a way, this place is the original.
Hey.
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course.
Of course. If that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Ahem. Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are two options: graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences. Then the result is based on our majority vote. There's a period. Then the result is based on our majority vote. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
no.
No, you can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve isn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current?
Shut up.
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My. Whichever orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know.
What? Does that mean it won't... What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right.
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it.
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well,
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
no
But you
way.
don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be.
He's doing it because it's how it has to be. It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is that what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway,
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there, we move to the graduation program. But why do we even have to go for something so dumb? Well, that is...
You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then.
Who's the main cast?
Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know.
so
It doesn't
annoying.
matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
Pissed me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump comment?
Can't ignore that.
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
Dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat you like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. Ooh, you're actually picking a fight with me. I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power and into your memories.
Alright, so we've made it into the final class trial. This time, things are about to get hideous. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we don't have that much evidence like we had in the previous trials, because in the previous trials we had 19 pieces of evidence. This time we have 16. But just because we may not have that many evidence does not mean that this trial is going to be a short one. Because it looks like now things are about to get tougher. 11-year-olds Jordan. Oh my goodness. Little Easter egg there. Hello, world hell. So, that's all it just says. Alright, well, we finally made it into the final class trial, which means it's about to get even more. It's going to get even more difficult. Which means this final class trial is going to determine everything at this point. So not only do we have to solve all the mysteries surrounding Jabberwock Island, but we also got to find out who's really behind it all. So, yeah. But, also as well, we found all the hidden Monokumas. So that's really cool. So yeah. Anyway. But, however, the class trial is going to have to be saved for another time. Yes, we are going to have to save the class trial in the next video because, as always, we're going to be saving the class trials in separate videos after the investigation. So, we found all the evidence that we needed to hopefully solve the mysteries surrounding Jabberwock Island and possibly figuring out who's truly behind it all. But it looks like now we got a lot of crazy things that are about to happen. So, let's just say it's about to become, let's just say it's going to become nuts. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video right here, and we're going to save the class trial for the next video. So, guys, that is going to be it for part 17 of my Let's Play of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I have, and in the next part, we are going to be wrapping up Chapter 6, doing the final and probably one of the most craziest class trials we're ever going to go through this entire game. So, in the next part, we're going to be doing the final class trial, and we're going to find out who is truly behind this killing game. Is it really the Future Foundation that's really behind it all? Or is it one of the members of the Despair group, the Ultimate Despair? Or could it be a member of the Remnants of Despair? Or could it be this Isuru Kamakura that people have been talking about? Well, according to what Monokuma's mangas have mentioned. We'll find out all the mysteries in the next part of my Let's Play of Danganronpa 2. So you guys do not want to miss what's going to happen on the next part of my Let's Play of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. And I guess that's all from me. So until next time, this is ZLA-XC6. Hope you guys have a great night. I will see you guys in part 18 of my Let's Play of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, where we finish up the main story. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, farewell and have a good night.